Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I want to start off by saying how much I appreciate you guys being really active in that first module. There was some great interaction in that introduction chat where everyone was introducing themselves, and the feedback was awesome, guys. So I really appreciate it, and if you guys keep that up, I think it's going to be a really great semester. I also want to say I watched that first video, and it's a little bit dry and boring, and I apologize, and I'm going to try and make it more interesting. It can be challenging, though, when I'm the only one talking. I don't have anyone to talk back with. So the reason I'm having this video today is I want to walk you guys through the technology we're going to be using. Obviously, Etudes. If you look here, I'm logged in as a student. This is my Leo account. If you have multiple online classes, you're going to have a dashboard like this where you have your classes listed. If it's just the one class, then it's not much, can be much different for you, but want to walk you through Etudes and what we're going to be using. So to get to the class, I can take a look and see that there's one other user online. I have some unread private messages. I have an item that needs reviewing, and we'll kind of go through all that. So I'm going to click into the classroom, and this takes me to the home page where you see this video where it's for some reason took the still shot of me just scratching my head like a monkey. So that's just phenomenal there. So kind of an overview of how Etudes work. There's going to be videos will be posted from here time to time. So obviously the video you're watching here will be in this section. There's some other announcements and stuff that I find that's pertinent, as well as you have your calendar and the dates that are coming up. So this one here talks about the pre-quiz that's now open. When you guys are going to be viewing this, that quiz is now going to be available. If you look over on the left-hand side here, you'll see this is how you can navigate through the course. If you've already been through that introductory module, which all of you should have been, you'll have become familiar with the course map. But just to walk you through it, the course map lays out the entire semester, and it shows you what you have left to do. For example, in the demographics survey, my student Leo did not fill that out because I want to just get what you guys have. But all the other stuff he's gone through and done. I've taken Chapter 1 pre-quiz. It's been graded. I got a 10 out of 10, so I'm pretty happy with the way the semester's starting. So you can see your scores here as well as the other stuff that you have left to do. So now that my pre-quiz is done, I'm going to be ready to move into Module 1, but it tells me that doesn't open up until September 3rd, which is the start of the second week. And you can scroll all the way down. I'm going to be adding stuff as the semester goes on, but you kind of get an idea of when stuff's going to be coming up. And I would say the first few weeks, the dates are already pretty set, and for the most part, the dates are good, but I may be making some slight adjustments. You can also click on the announcements tabs, which is the same stuff that was on the home page, but you can check it here. You can click on the syllabus, which I can't stress how important that is, guys, to have a good understanding of what's in there. Almost all the questions I get asked are usually addressed in that syllabus, so just be aware of that. In the modules section, what this is that if you want to go into a specific tab in one of the modules, for example, you know that somewhere in the orientation module there's something about turnitin.com. Well, here it is. You can click on that, and sure enough, it tells you how to get to turnitin.com, and we'll go over that in a second. There's also the assignments, tests, and surveys. If you just want to get to that section, your assignments and or tests. Some of your assignments will be offline assignments, but they're going to be in here so I can keep track of the score. All of your tests and quizzes are obviously online. The discussions and private messages, you guys should have used this in that you have to send me a private message to complete that introductory module. This is where all of your discussions will be had. So week 1, we had the introduction. We're going to have the discussion for Chapter 1 as well as a current events discussion going on in there. The next one down is the chat function. I haven't really had a lot of the students use that. I think Etudes put this in thinking it was going to be cooler than it actually is. But if you want to, for example, Zachariah is now on, so Leo could chat with him. But I think most students find other ways to have that interaction. This is important, the gradebook. This has all of your assignments and all the scores for everything you've done. It'll have the stuff that's coming up, obviously it has the different modules, and here's the points possible, as well as the points that have been given to Leo. So right now, Leo has an A, which is awesome. Although he never fails the course because I'm the teacher and I don't want to fail my imaginary student. The next one down, the next thing I want to click on is the El Camino College Library. I put a link in there, so what that does, if you click on that, it opens up another window. And this is going to be really important for some of your writing assignments. There's a lot of good resources through the library, and we'll kind of touch on those. But some of the ones I want to point out are the Learning Resources Center. You can go on campus and go to this, or they have availability online that you can get some assistance with writing, with just some general concepts. And this is for any of your classes. The next one down is online tutoring. This is also offered through El Camino. If you click on that, it opens up another window. And you see here all these courses. The one I think is relevant to this course is the online writing lab. If you click on there, you can have someone review your paper, give you feedback. This is going to be incredibly helpful. Some of the students who have had the most success in my course have used the resources available. The next link down is turnitin.com right here. So if you click on that, it'll take you to turnitin.com. Now, obviously, you guys should have already signed up for that, but I'm going to show you how to do it as a new student. So this is my Leo account. And you'll see here, I've already signed in. So as a student, it says, hey, here's my instructor, Tim Brandley. So I click on that, and here there's already one assignment in there. Now, the assignment hasn't even opened up yet, so I can't even submit it. That's because we haven't gone over what that assignment is. But this is just a brief overview of turnitin.com. You can look at the grades, and it will have a grade for each of the assignments in Turnitin, but all those grades will also be in El Camino. So if you want to look at your total score, the El Camino gradebook is better for that. After Turnitin.com, the next one we have up is textbook resources. This is the stuff from the publisher. So if you click on that, this is a lot of stuff that's going to help you through this course. They have some flashcards, some videos. The journal articles are stuff you're really going to need because we're actually going to have an assignment where you're going to read a journal article and critique it. And we'll get into that a little bit later, but here's where you would find that. Every chapter, as you hover over it, the chapter has a journal article section. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to a few links with different articles. And this is where you can find that for that assignment when it comes up. And we'll get back in that later. The last couple that I have up there are the Purdue OWL, which is the Purdue Online Writing Lab. And what this is sort of can augment the library's Learning Resource Center or the Writing Lab. How in a social sciences course, which this is a social science course, we use APA, which is American Psychological Association. And so it's going to be important that you understand how to write in that style. So if you haven't taken a writing class, you're going to be a little bit behind the curve, and it's going to be incumbent on you to make sure you go to these resources to help have the most success in turning in your papers. And we'll get into this a little bit later, and I'll have some stuff for you guys. And the last one is Google Scholar, which this is just a way where you can search for academic articles, academic journal articles, and this is going to become important when you do your research on your term paper at the end. We also have this capability through the library, this library online catalog. You can search articles, and you're going to need to do that for the research paper. The only other thing I want to show you guys is remind.com, which is you all should have signed up for. I highly recommend going to it because I will push out some messages that way, especially if it's something I need to make sure you guys get. Just a heads up, there may be some extra credit opportunities going through remind.com, so if you're not signed up on it, you won't be aware of it, and you won't get the extra credit. This is just an incentive to make sure everyone's on there. As you can see, I'm on the Administration of Justice. If you sign up through your text message, let's go back into modules, and we'll kind of show you what I was talking about. So we go to Remind right here, click on it. This tells you if you want to sign up through a text message, you just text that to that number. If you want to sign up at the website, our class code is AJ100ECC. So that pretty much covers all you need to know about Etudes. These things up here will let you know if you've got some messages. If you hover over it, I've got 2 unread private messages. Or Leo does. I've got some unread discussions, so that means that Leo needs to get in and read through the discussions. And then I need an item to be reviewed. For example, that's just my test. So it's Etudes telling me that I have a test score that's been posted. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next video.